just check that everything is on. Looks like it. Yep, we're good to go. And give me a second here and we'll get it going. Welcome, welcome. Alright, about to get it going here in a second. We'll start it here. Give me a minute. Just gotta let my viewers, everyone else know that my vid is out and the live stream is started. And we'll get it started right about now. Alright, so if you guys remember in the last one, we took on where is the schedule? The Minnesota Twins, and that finished up nicely for us. We saw them out, and I mean, it was a nice game. Taijuan Walker pitching 7 innings strong. We took Maeda deep a few times, and now we get to go face the Astros. To let you guys know, this is a best of 7 series, not a best of 5. So we have to win 4 games, not 3 in this series. It's a tough task. I've already taken a look, but I'm going to show you guys now. The Astros, what do they look like? And this is the lineup that looks like will be facing us today. And these top 5 hitters right here are a little scary, to be honest. We have Altuve. We all know what he can do. Bregman, Yordan Alvarez, Carlos Correa, and Frankie Lindor signing with them. However, all of them don't have the best average except for Frankie Lindor. Alvarez has 1 homer, Bregman has 2. None for Altuve yet. I expect him to get a home run in this series. The bottom half looking a little less scary, but still posed a threat. So and they even have DJ LeMahieu on the bench. So this is gonna be tough. And I forgot to show the pitching rotation for you. Yeah, it doesn't look any better. Thankfully, their bullpen, their middle relief needs help, but they do have Roberto Osuna, who, you know, he's quite a good reliever. They have Zach Greinke, who's declining. He must be like 38. Yep, he's 38 years old now. Lance McCullers will be starting off for them today, and they have Clayton Kershaw, who's 98 overall in that 3rd spot. But today, it'll be Pablo Lopez against Lance McCullers Jr., and without further ado, let's get this one going. Are we gonna, if we're wearing our orange uniforms, then they better not be wearing their orange uniforms. Yeah, okay, all of that is fine. Lopez against McCullers, and the lineup stays the same as far as I'm concerned. We have no changes that are needed. Do we have I keep forgetting. I think, oh my goodness, I think we need to have Keibert starting before Santander in the lineup, and other than that, it looks good. So, without further ado, here's the playoff bracket as well. And it looks like the NLCS already has 2 games. They've already gotten 2 games in, and it's 1 apiece between the Mets and the Dodgers. The Dodgers beating the Nationals in the NLDS, and the Mets beating the Reds, surviving a little scare there, but still getting through. I'm very excited, a tad nervous. Let me just make sure my audio is good. Looks like it, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get this one started. Honestly, I love Minute Maid Park. I think it's one of the most beautiful stadiums in the league. Unfortunately, they have a team here who plays dirty baseball, and That's unfortunate. Here is Lance McCullers Jr. Didn't look like he had a good start in the DS because he has an 0-1 record with a 40.5 ERA. Again, you can't judge him off of one game, but he only went 1 1/3. So that's got to say something. But here we go. Knuckle curve, two-seam changeup, and a four-seam. Lance McCullers Jr. against Travis Jankowski. First pitch is high. Ball one, first pitch of the series. And ready to get it going. So starting off with the approach, you guys know how we go. Looks like McCullers has got some velocity behind his pitches. 2-0 to Jankowski. They've got Bregman sat in a little bit, protecting the bunt. McCullers doesn't look like he's off early. He can't find the zone. It's 3-0. This is the automatic take for us. He gets one across. The two-seam fastball hits the upper part of the zone for strike one. It's 3-1 now, so if it's right down the middle, we will be swinging. It is right down the middle. Jankowski flies one to center field. Who is in center for them? I'll have to look at that later. I think it's Kyle Tucker, actually, now that I think about it. Kyle Tucker in center field for the Astros, but that's how this ball game gets started, with a flyout. Now steps in Marcus Semien, the homegrown product from around here. And they've got the pull-heavy shift on him. It's 1-0. The first pitch missing low. McCullers is only throwing fastball so far. There's the first off-speed pitch. It drops too low for ball two. And we're relying on Semien to get us started here. There's the two-seam fastball over the outside of the plate for strike one. So now we have permission, green light. If it looks good, Marcus. And we reach out, and Altuve with the shift gets there and just barely beats Marcus Semien to the bag for out number two. And here comes my MVP of the series, the little man. And hopefully we can do some more damage here. Change up outside for ball one. It's 1-0 to Betts. McCullers is, I think, around 28, 29 years old now. He's, as of right now, he is one of the youngish prospects in the league. Yeah, I mean, he's a good pitcher. Let's see, 2-0. I'm gonna let him swing here. 2-0, and we foul it off. And that could have been a ball, could have been a strike. We could have done a little bit better with that pitch, though. 2-1. And I should not have gone as low as I did with that swing. Got way under it, too early on it, and it was a fastball, so we could see some off speed here. 2-2. We've hit protect mode. And check swing, they're going to say we go around. Oh, no. Okay. That was not expected, because I thought that bat crossed the plane. 3-2. If it's good, we're swinging. And that's a knuckle curve in the dirt. And ball four. So our first base runner in this ball game. And here will step in Miguel Sano. More power at the plate. And we're just looking for that gapper to try and score bets. First pitch is a knuckle curve that hits the bottom of the zone. And it's 0-1 to Miguel Sano. Pitch out. They think Betts is going to try, but I will tell them right now, no, Houston, your signs stealing will not work this time. Sano, baby, that's how you start off a series. Miguel Sano going deep, and that's what I'm talking about. Start off this series. Beautiful from Miguel Sano. Saw it right into the zone, didn't miss it, and almost hit it onto the tracks. Gives the Orioles a 2-0 lead. 407 feet, 104.7 mile per hour exit velocity. Take a look at this replay. Take a look at it right now. Miguel Sano, absolute bomb. More power now stepping in with the figure of Rhys Hoskins. He gets about the same pitch Sano just drove out of the yard and takes it for strike one.
That is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
Knuckle curve. It's swung on, fouled off. And it's 0-2 to Hoskins. Fouls off the knuckle curve again, and it's now, or actually it's still 0-2. Good protect. Good protect mode? That didn't make sense. Check swing. No swing from Hoskins there. It's 1-2. Tries the 2-seam to jam us, but it doesn't work. We've gotten McCullers up to 23 pitches already in this first inning. And the high fastball eventually gets Hoskins. But the bottom line is we've taken the lead through the DH Miguel Sano. And it's 2-0 Orioles. I don't know if I should feel very, very confident about Pablo Lopez, even though I am. He's 89 overall. He's our best pitcher. We know we don't have the best bullpen pitching rotation in the league, but we have a good pitching rotation. So putting my faith here in Pablo Lopez to get the job done. And up steps Jose Altuve. He's hitting 158 in the 2022 postseason. He has 4 ribbies and no homers yet. We're going to start him out with the fastball in his weak spot. Here's the first pitch, and it's outside for ball 1. Going to try the fastball again outside. Hopefully this one can catch the zone. It does. Altuve lines one into center field. Jankowski plays it on the hop, and that's the first base hit of the ball game for the Houston Astros. Jose Altuve giving a little celebration there. In steps Alex Bregman. Altuve has decent speed on first. I don't expect him to go anywhere because he doesn't have good steal. Hoskins dives, knocks it down, go to first. He gets one and does well to keep the ball from getting out of the infield. So I'm not mad at that. That's a great play from Hoskins. In steps Yordan Alvarez, who's a massive power hitter, so we can't let him get extended on anything. He swings and hits one into left field, base hit. And the throw gets away, but Pablo Lopez is standing right there to cut it off. Looks like the Astros going with a little first pitch ambush here and trying to get out and get that run, those 2 runs right back. It's first and third now with 1 down. So, and up steps their number 4 hitter, Carlos Correa. Going to try and pitch everything low. We're looking for the ground ball double play to get us out of this. Of course, the CPU says, go high, and he swings and misses at the high fastball. That's a good pitch from Pablo Lopez. We're going to try the changeup low and away. Maybe he can roll over this one. That's not where I wanted it, but it's what it is. And it's 1-2. I'm going to try the fastball low now. Hits the zone, and this is flied out to center. Jankowski. Altuve will tag. We'll see if we can gun him. And no, we will not. So it's 2-1. Still have the lead. Nothing to freak out about. But we probably could have done a little better in that situation. And here steps in their most dangerous hitter, Frankie Lindor. And we've got to try and maneuver out of this. Pablo Lopez, this is only pitch number 9 for him. High fastball doesn't hit the zone. It's 1-0. They acquired him through free agency in 2021. And here's pitch number 2 of the at-bat. Hits the bottom of the zone for strike 1. The changeup, hopefully. Alvarez, not very good speed on first. The changeup does not hit the zone. Very close, though. So that could have gone either way. Only the bottom of the first here, and it's high pressure. Frankie Lindor swinging at the inside fastball. It's 2-2. So we're going to try a little garbage-ish. No, let's keep it in the zone. Maybe he lines one. That one probably, that would have been a double if that was fair. He was early on it, and the game wants me to speed up his bat for some reason. He doesn't swing at the high fastball. 3-2, Kyle Tucker on deck. And I don't know where I should go. The runner will be in motion. High fastball. He lines one down the left field line, and this could be a tie ball game. Let's see if Santander, he gets there. They send the runner. Semien, can he gun him at the plate? No, he cannot, and it's a tie ball game. Just like that, the Houston Astros get their run back, and they made us, or we made them work for it. I mean, it is what it is. Here's Kyle Tucker now. Pablo Lopez starts him out with a fastball right in there. Or strike one. You saw that 111 average, not hitting very well. The two-seam is a little high, and it's 1-1.
Hey, sometimes it doesn't go exactly according to plan. Two aces on the mound. We thought they were going to throw up donuts all game.
He launches one. Thankfully, that's foul. That would have been gone if that was fair. I don't know where to throw this pitch, so I'm just going to throw it down low and away. It doesn't hit the zone. It's 2-2. Lopez starting out the inning very well, and then he's already at pitch number 20 here. Oh no, they could take the lead here if Jankowski can't get up. He can't, and it's 4-2 Orioles. I don't really know what to say to that. I mean, you can't get discouraged because we know it's only the first inning, and so there's a lot of ball game left. JJ Blede, I don't know how to say that. Oh my goodness. Well, the game kind of helped Tucker out there because I wanted that pitch way lower than it actually was. Lopez will make the catch, and that's out number 3 after so much work. But, yep, it's 4-2 Orioles. That was not the best first inning I've ever pitched. Redano Nunez stands in to start off the top of the second. We've got McCullers' pitch count up there, which is already good. Throws a knuckle curve to Redano Nunez for ball 1. Just got to get something in the gap. A gapper really starts something for us here. The knuckle curve again hits the zone. Alright, well, grip it and rip it time. Let's go, Renato. There, that's exactly what I wanted. That's way gone. That hits the tracks, I think. Doesn't matter. I don't care. It's 4-3 Astros now. I mean, we've hit 2 homers already, and there have been 3 homers in the ball game so far combined. So, what says there won't be more? I'm telling you, there will be a lot more runs scored in this game if it continues like this. Absolute moonshot there from Renato Nunez. He knew it off the bat. And just going to watch that one land. Oh, it didn't hit the tracks. That's okay. It's now 4-3 Astros, and now steps in perhaps, okay, that was a ball, perhaps our most dangerous hitter at the moment, Keibert Ruiz, 400 average, 4 homers, 8 ribbies in the postseason already, and it's 2-0. So, we're going to let him swing the bat. They've got a straight-up shift, and you never know. He could tie up this ball game if he was on the changeup, but he's over it, and I thought it was a fastball. It's 2-1. The two-seam fastball is inside at 93 miles an hour, and it's 3-1. Anthony Santander on deck. He also has a little bit of power. And it's ball 4. So, we've got a man on first, nobody out, top of the second, and we're only trailing by 1. This situation makes me excited, and I know we can't get jumpy. I'm going to take a timeout quickly because I thought I might have accidentally hit the steal button, and I don't want to do that. Straight up shift. Come on, Anthony. You can do this. Line drive approach, going for that gap, trying to get Keibert to at least third base is what you're trying to do. You don't overthink it. All right, buddy? 1-0. It's a changeup. 86-mile-an-hour changeup at that. And it's 1-1. His confidence, McCullers' confidence is a little low. It's 1-1, so I thought that was going to drop. And I was wrong. So it's 1-2 now. I have an itch on my ear. I hear, come on, Anthony, let's hit it for the itch on my ear. And he hits a ground ball. That's exactly what we didn't want him to do. And it's 2 outs on 1 pitch. It's exactly what we wanted to avoid. Maybe the itch on my ear is a bad sign, bad luck. Oh well. Ramon Urias now stands in. The knuckle curve hits the bottom of the zone, and he likes to go to that for the first pitch. So far, he's throwing that a lot. I mean, every other pitch, it's a knuckle curve. So, just gotta pick it up out of his hand. There it is again. The knuckle curve seems to be his favorite pitch right now. If you take a look there in the bottom left corner at Urias' hitting stats, he's not the best hitter. It's 1-2. And he throws the knuckle curve again. Urias swings over it. And that's strike 3. I don't know why it's saying Ramon Urias here, but it was Renato Nunez who got us back into this game, got our mindset straight, and it's only a 1-run ball game now because CJ Cron steps in for the Houston Astros. We try the curveball for the first time. He bloops it. This one will fall foul, and that's just strike 1. We're going to try the curveball again, this time in instead of out. Swings way too early and does not make contact with it. Two-seam fastball on the inside corner. Strike 3, swung on and missed from CJ Cron. Nice pitch from Pablo Lopez. Corey Lee, who, when we were looking at his stats at the beginning of this episode, he was not the most dangerous of hitters in this lineup. However, so far when I speak in this game, it makes me eat my words. So, you never know what we could see here from the current top prospect in MLB The Show, Corey Lee. It's 1-1. He lines one into right field, and that'll land for a base hit. We go back to the top of the order, where it all started last inning. Jose Altuve will start it off. 80 speed for a catcher. That's very rare. But he launches that one, but that is foul. Thank goodness. Fastball outside. We're trying to get him to ground one here. Give him a little taste of their own medicine. He lines one right to Betts. Betts catches and throws to the cutoff man. Of course, no tag there from Lee. And quick look at the playoff bracket. We already know how it looks. Bregman, he grounded out back in the first inning. Gave us a little help.
First pitch on its way.
Two-seam fastball. He flies it to left center field. I think Jankowski will get there. He settles under it and makes the catch for out number 3. I just clapped my foot on something. But whatever. It's 4-3 still. We only have 2 hits. Those are the 2 homers from Sano and
leading off for the Orioles,
Renato Nunez. 40 pitches already for McCullers. I like to see that. Two-seam fastball is low. He struggles to hit the zone in not tough situations. He just struggles to hit the zone on the first pitch.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
He does there, though. It's 1-1, so green light for Jankowski now. The knuckle curve almost hits his foot. It's 2-1. Good hitter's count. Grounds one or lines one. That's a beautifully hit ball, and it falls into right field for a single. He's saying thank you to God. I don't know why, it's just a single, buddy. But they might pitch out here and pick off. I have a feeling they'll do one or the other. It's the slide step, but it isn't a pitch out. Marcus Semien grounded out in the first inning. So maybe he can do, it looks like he is due for a hit here. My third base coach, number 13, Mr. Knotts, is saying something to Jankowski, but we're not sending him. It's 1-1. Ooh, and that was a pitch to drive. Thankfully, the umpire helps us out a little bit and calls it a ball, but I missed one there. I should have swung at that. Now it's a great hitter's count with a 2-1 count. and he grounds one. Thankfully, it's in the hole, and it's a base hit. So up steps Mookie with 2 on,
Now batting.
and he knows how to create damage. I don't know, maybe first pitch here, if it's a like hanging curve or something. That is not a hanging curve. It's a curveball that curved too far out of the zone. 4-1. Any shift? No, the outfield is a little deep. I can see that. All right, Mookie. I check swinged, but it didn't matter because it was a strike anyways. No curveball again. Now it's time to drive a pitch, Mookie. Knuckle curve. Oh.
I got the count 1 and 2.
That wasn't in the zone, but the umpire giving a little help. Maybe a makeup call for the missed call in the Semien at bat. But it's 1 and 2. Protect mode now. And we ground one to third. Bregman to second. Altuve to first. And CJ Cron completes the double play. However, the minor positive from that was there's a man on third now with a ginormous power hitter up. So we're looking to do damage with Sano. He lines one. That's going to definitely get the run home and even more. Miguel Sano with his second home run of the ball game. And this one could be important as it gives us the lead. English is not my language, people. You already know that. Amazing player. Miguel Sano, first pitch. I believe it was the knuckle curve. And he gets Strankowski home along with himself to give the Orioles a 5-4 lead and the lead once again. Maybe we should try the same strategy with Hoskins here. First pitch. Okay, yeah. No. That was a one-time thing. A one-time thing. He lines one into left center field, but they have a shift on, and that'll only be a single for Rhys Hoskins. That's a nicely hit ball, and that could have been a double if there was no shift. But I won't complain at a base hit. In steps Renato Nunez, who's hit a home run back in the last inning, actually, to get us back into this ball game. That one's flied out to center, and it'll be caught on the warning track for out number 3. Bottom line, though, you guys know my saying, bottom line, that we have the lead. It most definitely is the case here. Miguel Sano hitting his second of the ball game to give us our lead back. Yordan Alvarez steps in now for the Houston Astros. For the first at-bat of this inning, he lines one into the gap, and that'll find the gap for extra bases. Anthony Santander gets there, and we're going to just try and limit the triple, and we do. He stops at second. And we have to stop doing stuff like that. Lopez, you have to stop missing your spots. It was a perfect hit. Carlos Correa stands in. We're going to try the curveball. That was a nice pitch. And that did exactly what I wanted it to. Unfortunately, because of where it was hit, runner will move up to third. And here's Frankie Lindor now. And we have to maneuver around their best hitter. And try the curveball again. Is low. Two-seam fastball up and in. Maybe play with his eyes a little bit. Try and get him to pop this one up. He nearly swings at it, and it got me a little excited because if he had swung, he probably would have popped it up anyways. Four-seam on the outside corner, swings and pops it out of play for strike 1.
He's set and the 2-1 pitch.
Takes the fastball. 3-1, and they're threatening here. I'm going to try the two-seam, low and in, but hitting the zone, it does, I don't know, but it's foul. That would have been gone. If he was early on that, why are we throwing a fastball? I want to throw a changeup, so I'm going to step off, and I'm going to select the changeup because he was very early on that last pitch. Let's see if we can get him to swing and miss on this. He grounds one, that'll tie the ball game, but we get the out. So it's back tied at 5, and this has been A hell of a game so far. It's 5-5, and it's only the third inning. Kyle Tucker stands in. He hit the home run back in the second inning to give them the lead. Trying the changeup that actually hits the zone. Umpire giving us a little help there. The curveball, maybe.
And it's 1-1.
I'd rather have that one called than the last one, Blue. It is what it is. Changeup. That one hits the zone. It's 1-2 now. Now we go fastball. Let's go high and out of the zone. We don't want him to make any good contact. If he does make contact, and he swings and misses, and we escape with only the one run given up. It's tied at 5 now. How do you want me, everyone, while I take a sip of water?
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the opposing starter work.
Keibert Ruiz standing in back in the second inning. He walked, and his average remains at 400. First pitch from McCullers is low. It's the four-seam fastball at 94 miles an hour. You can see how hot Keibert Ruiz is there in the last 4 games. He's at a 455 average. Ball 2 to Keibert, but I mean, we can also feel it too. There's just the confidence flowing through this man. He knows what he's doing and where he's gonna be when this season is over. Fouls off the changeup. He's way early on it. It's 2-1. Great hitters count still. And he lines one into the gap. That could be gone. It just misses the seats, but he will cruise into second with a no-out double, and that gets us started. The hitting today, like I said, for both teams has just been great. I mean, pitching is not playing a factor so far in this ball game, and I don't mind it like this. It's fun to play this. They have Zach Greinke up in the bullpen now, but Anthony Santander, who grounded out back in the second inning, stands in, takes the changeup low and away for strike 1. 150 average in the postseason. So he's still looking to kind of get it going. He has a green light here. Try and get Keibert home from second with a single or something to the outfield. You're early on the changeup there. Should not have swung at it. Entire career with Baltimore. I don't know the stats on that one, but it's 0-2 protect mode from Ansan here. And we swing foul tip the changeup into foul territory. I'm an idiot. I just said foul tip into foul territory. Swung at that. Right now, this is such a back Orioles that asked to do it. I mean, I think you guys knew it too, as soon as that one was hit. And that'll be it for Lance McCullers. He stands to lose this ball game, and Pablo Lopez, if he can get through some more innings, he will stand for the win. Oh my lord, we're doing pretty well so far. Zach Greinke will come in, 2 games so far, and he's at a 4.26 ERA, and doesn't seem like he pitches the best, but we'll see. Ramon Urias stands in. He struck out back in the second. 4-seam changeup, slider, curveball, and a 2-seam for Zach Greinke. Does he have a funky delivery? A little bit. I wouldn't say that's the most funky delivery I've ever seen, but it is somewhat funky. Urias still looking to get it going after hitting that home run back in the wild card game a few days ago. He has been quiet, and understandably so. He's not the best hitter. Outfield, infield, straight up, 1-1 count. And Urias pops it up. It will not make it out of it barely makes it out of the infield for out number 1 in the inning. Frankie Lindor getting under it, settling and making the catch. Travis Jankowski, he's been solid at the leadoff spot so far. 1 for 2 in this game with a single. He has scored. Let's keep it going, Travis. Umpire being a little bit generous right now and giving that strike call on the inside. That's something I've realized over the course of this postseason so far. The umpires are being a little more generous than usual. He rolls over the fastball and nearly gets on base. But
Now batting.
Ready once
Shortstop.
again, Marcus
Marcus.
Semien.
Okay, my computer is being a little weird here, and I'm just going to ignore it because it looks good right now. Marcus Semien standing in if it looks good on this first pitch, which it doesn't. Four-seam outside. And it's 1-0. I'm going to let Semien have the green light, though, still. That's not the pitch I want, so I don't mind him taking that. It's 1-1.
Errors for the Orioles so far.
And Semien, okay, I thought that was hit a lot better than it actually was. It's just a fly ball to left center field. Tucker settles under it, and it's going to take you back to Santander's home run. And the Orioles have the lead once again at Minute Maid. Bottom of the fourth coming up.
Leading off the inning, J.J. Bleday.
Leading off for the Astros.
Okay, I just heard Matt Vasgersian say his name is J.J. Bleday. It's an interesting name. I've never heard of it before. Four-seam, we start him out, and it'll be another leadoff double. We're going to try and gun him at second. Santander will not get him, and it's another leadoff double for either team. In stands Corey Lee. Nope, C.J. Cron. He's going to try and get the runner on second home, J.J. Bleday. 0 for 1 after striking out in the second inning. He swung way early on that four-seam fastball. And I should have gone with my own brain there and thrown the changeup. He was late on the fastball, though. It wasn't close to the zone. And it's 0-2 now, so we're going to try garbage near the dirt. It stays in the zone, and he's late on it, as it's 0-2. Try the high fastball now. He can either pop it up or swing and miss. I don't care. And he swings and misses. And that's out number 1 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And that's strikeout number 3 for Pablo Lopez. Corey Lee stands in. He's 1 for 1. I didn't see. What did he do back in the inning he hit? Try the curveball. That one drops in beautifully for strike 1. In the last 3 games, Corey Lee has scored twice. And I'm going to try to change it. I was just trying to let the animation finish there. And oi, 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 oi. That's a nice pitch. So we're going to go to another off-speed pitch, low and away. Let's see if this one, it doesn't, gets away, and Bleday will not go at second. It's 1-2. I don't mind that pitch one bit. It's a good pitch with 0-2. Change up away. It's taken. So he's found his discipline, Corey Lee. And so we've got to actually try and pitch something in the zone now. Four-seam up. Will this one work? It almost does. Well, it does, actually. Flown to center field. Jankowski settles under it and makes the catch. I blanked there for a second. I'm so sorry, guys. Jose Altuve is 1 for 2, singled back, I believe, in the first inning, and he has scored. I'm going to try and keep him 1 for 3 instead of 2 for 3, because that would help massively. In the regular season, he only had 21 homers. That's not bad for a leadoff hitter. That's actually great for a leadoff hitter. He lines one, or actually it's just a hard hit ground ball to first. Hoskins is right there, squares it up. Will be it for the fourth inning. Baltimore still leads 7-5. Now, first pitch, gonna let him take a rip. Maybe he can get one into the seats. Nope, he just grounds one up the middle. That one wasn't even in the zone. Altuve to C.J. Cron for out number 1. Not the start to the inning we were planning. And then the big man stands in, Miguel Sano. 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, and he scored twice himself. And I believe he swung at the first pitch in the last 2, so... Okay, that was not the best pitch to swing at, so I let it go. 0-1, though. And I'm still trying to give him his 3rd home run here. I know you guys would like to see it. And, you were early on the fastball. That tells you how slow his fastball is. I think his off-speed pitch is coming now, but we have to be ready for anything. It's the fastball up and away, ball 1. We have the pull-heavy shift on him, because we know he likes to pull the ball. Four-seam away, a little low, and it's 2-2. Sano putting himself back into this count. And check swinging, and not swinging at the slider low and away. It's 3-2 now, so if it looks good, we're putting it in the seats. Telling you right now. Nope, we just, oh, that looked painful, but Greinke will probably go on, just knowing this game's this game's programming. He'll probably just keep pitching. Yep, that one looked painful though. If that had happened in real life, I know the pitcher would have had to have been taken out of the game. Hoskins now sees the slider. I don't think it even hit the catcher's glove. It's 1-0. He has the green light though. Oh, jeez. 72-mile-an-hour curveball. Those ones go the farthest. I'm not sure they actually do, though. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. Let me know in the comments what I'm talking about. 1-1 to Hoskins. Grounds 1. Correa. 2 Chrome. And that'll be out number 3. My reckless swinging. Be a little smarter about how I'm swinging the bat. 2 for 2. Start out with the curveball. That doesn't need to be a little smarter about how I'm swinging the bat. 2 for 2. Start out with the curveball. That doesn't even hit. That one was gone. That one was gone. This is Carlos gonna try the curveball. Obviously try to walk 3-1. So we've got to put it in the zone now. He swings and lines one down the line, not against them. Tie up again, and fourth, and it is tied up once again. After a hell of a battle at the plate, gives in, and I'm not very happy about it. Wasn't that good of a swing either. Amazing to see. Santander cannot get there in time. Come on, buddy. We get a reliever up and going. I think as a lefty, the manager's in there safe though. One. No, not one. Reach. So away. Orsi tries it. Doesn't hit the zone. Completely done there from keeper. Do it on though. Gapper would be nice here.
Runners on first with one down.
One in base. CJ Chrome, Correa, back to Chrome.
Manager, and flat out, he was very pleased with the
Got back. He throws in a 4-seamer. 0-2. For Chrome, and in he is low and away-ish. Curveball this time. Maybe this will be very nice result. Not a good throw from Urias. It's picked at first by Hoskins. Pablo Lopez, not the best performance we've ever seen from him. Nonetheless, he gets through 6, and that'll be it for him. I'm going to go to the bullpen right now.
Leading off for Baltimore.
And I'm going to give, let's see, I think, yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, I think it has to be Matt Bowman. We're going to have to trust Matt Bowman. So I'm going to sit, tie block, ready and waiting for Bowman, scheduled to put in game. And it'll be Zach Greinke to continue where he left off against Ramon Urias, who's 0 for 2. Trying to get that first base hit of ball game and maybe kickstart the series for him. Infield, outfield, both straight up. It's 0-1. Looking for pitch to drive. That is not a pitch to drive. 1-1 to Ramon Urias. Oof, that was a good pitch to hit. That was a good pitch to hit. Doesn't matter though. It's 1-2. That one is a 72-mile-an-hour curveball that does not hit the zone. And it's now 2-2. To Urias, he's getting a good at-bat in though. That's a positive. Flies one. That one was a high fly ball into right center field. It does not fall. Tucker settles under it for out number 1 of the inning. Travis Jankowski is 1 for 3. With a single, steps in. And I'm going to let him swing at the first pitch. It's lined right to Crone at first. He got a little on top of that one, but it's out number 2 nonetheless. We've got to try and make something happen. So Semion's going to be taking here until he has a strike on him. And that'll... It's a good pitch. It's 0-1 to Semien, and here Mark DeRosa criticizing our strategy. Low fastball, 1-1 now.
That's ball 1.
Come on, Marcus, you can do it, buddy.
2-1.
Slider doesn't bend far enough into the zone. 2-1. Great hitters count. Changeup does not hit the zone, and it's 3-1 now to Marcus Semien. He's a decent hitter according to his stats. Fastball, will we regret not swinging at that one? 3-2, and now we've pushed it to the limit. Another good at bat in this inning. Fastball inside, we do not regret not swinging. And now it'll be Mookie. So same strategy because it's late in the game and we need runs. So strategy remains the same. And we have permission to swing.
Hey, great job.
All right, Mookie. This is where you make your money, buddy. Ooh, maybe I should come around for that. 0-1.
That's a ball.
Oof, that one easily could have been called a strike. Greinke not happy with that call. It's 1-1, and now we need to drive something. That one was smoked, just way foul though. And if we had waited maybe half a second, we would have hit that one all the lot better. Slider, we read it early, and it's 2-2 to Betts. Protect mode. And that was not a strike, but you never know with this umpire, so we just gave it a swing and slapped it foul. Slider outside, and Sano's on deck. Semien will be going, 2 outs, full count. Let's see if Betts can drive something. He does! Okay, that was not driven. It's out number 3, and here comes the bottom of the 7th inning. Everything remains the same. Altuve, Bregman, Yordan Alvarez versus Matt Bowman.
Number 67, Matt.
So the batting order turns
Jose
over
Altuve.
now, set to go. Jose Altuve.
1 for 3. Come on, Matt, you can do it, buddy. The 2-seam, 92-mile-an-hour 2-seam fastball, up and away, but in the zone. 4 strike 1. 2-seamer is low this time.
Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
What kicks and deals. Altuve fouls it right back into Keibert. That's a nice hand to look at. We're going to try the slider this time, low and away, get Altuve swing and missed something. That was a little too far low and away. Doesn't hit the zone. And it's now 2-2. Same pitch, just a different location. Okay, no, the same location. That's not where we wanted it. Bregman is on deck. 3-2 count. This one has to hit the zone. It does! Jose Altuve strikes out swinging. What a pitch from Matt Bowman there. And that is strikeout number 1 for him. Alex Bregman stands in.
That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hands.
2-seam. Oh, that was a mistake. Thankfully, Santander will back up a few steps and make the catch on the warning track. That's not at all where we wanted that pitch, and Bregman is now 0 for 4. Yordan Alvarez, who's 2 for 3, stands in now. We're going to try the 2-seam fastball low and away to start him out. Oy, and the umpire giving Alvarez a little help there. And it's 1-0 to the big power hitter out of Cuba. 2-0, both very, very close pitches. One of them should have been called a strike, but we can't let that be our negative. Umpire helping us out there with a makeup call. It's 2-1. 2-seam fastball low and in. is hit into where no one is playing, and that one will land in, and Santander gets there.
Yeah, that hard hit single
Alvarez
right
does not
there.
go to second.
Up next for the
3 for
Astros,
4. He's
the
Carlos
designated
Correa.
hitter,
Here's Carlos
Carlos.
Correa now. He gets a shot to hit here in the
Correa.
inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much.
That's not where we wanted that pitch, but it lands where it did. Liner up the middle, and it's only a single because we had our outfield back. It might have been an out, I don't know. Now Francisco Lindor will stand in 2 for 3. He walked last time up, I believe. Or maybe actually no, he homered last time up, if I remember correctly.
That's a ball.
And now Bowman really has to bear down and get an out here after getting the first 2 outs very quickly. He's facing some 2-out trouble here. Two-seam fastball right down the middle. Lindor could have drove that one. It's 1-1. Splitter low and away. I mean, I would have expected him to swing at that due to the programming in this game. He's okay, and that one might find it. Okay. Okay. Lindor hits the second homer of the game, and it's now the Orioles 7 and the Astros 10.
Jump ahead by 3.
Now batting.
Matt Bowman, buddy. Our best reliever,
Off the plate, ball
giving
one.
up games like it's nothing.
He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Ball
And
2.
2-0 now as this
What is Matt Bowman's control? He can't throw a pitch over the plate unless he wants to give up a home run. It's 63. We've got to get another reliever up and going. We'll do that after this pitch. That one hits the zone. I mean, Paul Fry, let's get him up, and Michael Gibbons, who we haven't thrown at all in this postseason.
sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side
Well,
is retired.
It's 10-7. And there's nothing we can do about it now.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Astros.
So it'll be Miguel Sano, who's hit 2 homers today against Brad Peacock. He has a 2-seam slider, 4-seam knuckle curve, and a changeup. Got to start something here, Miguel.
1-0.
It's too bad you couldn't hit a home run now. Or maybe you, I don't know, maybe you still can, but you could use one of them right now. That's for sure.
What do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former
And I'm thinking about it too much, swinging at that and fouling it off.
Lineups for doing absolute damage today.
He's way
One
out of the
most
zone.
fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up
The
there.
knuckle
They're
curve
working
not
hard.
hitting the
You
zone.
need to make good pitches, quality pitches.
Roberto Osuna and
You don't have to
Frambert
put the fastball
Valdez
for a long day, and we
in the
saw that here
bullpen.
this
The
afternoon.
full
The
heavy
ball
shift is
flying out
on.
at
Great
near
hitters
record
count for
pace.
Sano here.
Just
That's
off
out.
the
2-seam
outside
doesn't hit
that
the zone.
time,
And a
laid
walk
off
here
for a
honestly
ball.
isn't the worst. We
If
could
you're at
use
the plate
that
in
to
this
start the inning
situation,
out.
You're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls.
And it will be ball 4 to Miguel Sano.
17 inches for you to play.
And we just have to be smart now. Reese Hoskins,
The first base
1 for 3,
number
sends it back in
17.
the 3rd
Runner
inning.
at first now
Double
with
play
nobody
depth,
out.
the
That'll
outfield is
bring up
back.
Reese Hoskins.
And if anything high comes across the plate, I'm swinging at it.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
That is low, and that should not have been called a strike, but it is. Can't complain about it.
Right here. Look for something
it's
down in the
0-1.
zone to induce a ground ball double play.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line
Hoskins
toward
into the
to
gap.
left center.
And that will fall.
Knock for him this time. He's
And
2
that'll be a
for 4
single
the
for
game.
Hoskins. And Miguel Sano gets to 3rd on the play.
The Orioles have first and 3rd here to
Okay,
start the
gotta
inning.
settle in now and take account of the situation.
Renato.
1st and 3rd, nobody out, we're trailing by 3. Gotta be smart. And here steps Renato Nunez. We were a little early on that knuckle curve, so we could have made even better contact if we had just waited. We honestly should have just swung at that pitch. 0-1 to Nunez. I was a little nervous though. I mean, I am a little nervous right now.
Here's a fly
Into the gap. That one could go. No, it won't, but that is good nonetheless. And we're going to send Hoskins home, and it looks like he will reach. And we should have sent Nunez to third. No matter, the tying run is on second, and it is 10-9 now. Renato Nunez coming up big again for this Baltimore Orioles club. He is one of the originals. He's been here since the beginning. That is very pleasing to see. They're going to bring in a reliever, Chris Davinsky. Yeah, Chris Davinsky. He's pitched in one game. Oh, he's a closer. Or no, that's weird. He's only faced 3 batters, it looks like. Pitched 1 inning and has a 0.00 ERA. 2-seam changeup and a slider, so he must have some gas, I would assume. Yep, 83-mile-an-hour changeup, so you never know. Keeper, who is 2 for 2. Can he come up big again? Like always, we will see now. 4-seam is a 95-mile-an-hour 4-seam fastball. And it's 1-1. Green light, buddy. It's a fly ball. Is that one deep enough? I will say no. That is not deep enough. He just got under it. I think that was a changeup. Was it a change? It was. It went down a little. Should have done so much more with that pitch. But Ansen up now. He knows anything to the outfield, pretty much anything to the outfield, scores that tying run at second base, which is Renato Nunez. Green light. Oh, jeez, it's the changeup again. See, I mean, if he has a 95-mile-an-hour fastball and a changeup like that, it's a nasty combination. Swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. It's gotta be better than that. It's the slider too. So it's 1-2, and now protect mode. Come on, Anthony. Grounds one to the right side. I'm not terribly mad at that. I mean, we could have done better. Okay, but man on third. Yes. Come on, buddy. Can you come up big? Can you come up big here? 1-0. Ramon Urias waiting for that first strike. This approach applies to him. It's 2-0 to start off Ramon Urias. Come on, buddy. You can do this. Just dig deep. The slider. Questionable call from Blue there. It's 2-1. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Fouls off the fastball. A little late on it and under it. Oh, 2-2. Check swing. No swing. Oh, and I thought that was in the zone anyways. Right on the black. So if it's in the zone now, you have to swing at it, Ramon. Oh, just barely missed it. Oh. And he almost beat out the throw. It's 10-9 as we head into the bottom of the 8th inning. We have one more chance. And right now we just have to see this inning through. Bowman, you're out of the game. You've done terribly today. So I'm going to bring in, I think, a righty. I'm going to bring in Michael Givens. We're going to put ready and waiting on Paul Fry, but we're putting in Michael Givens because the majority of hitters couldn't hit righties better than they hit lefties. That didn't make sense. They hit lefties better, basically. Here's Givens. First pitch of the postseason for him is a ball inside. And it's 1-0 to start out. J.J. Bleday, who's 1 for 3. Bleday fouls off the 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Givens. We're going to try the slider to tie him up here. Hopefully this one works. Nearly, but it's foul.
This is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And the pitch.
Changeup waits on it. Nearly hits it out of the ballpark.
Man, he's
And
gonna be
it's
kicking
still
himself when he
1 and
goes
2.
to watch the
Slider
video after
inside.
this one. That's a
Grounds it.
changeup, 2
Nunez.
strikes in the
Throw to
wheelhouse.
first.
You cannot miss
Hoskins
it.
reaches.
And the
That is out number
off-balance
1
throw
here in the
gets
bottom of the
him.
8th.
Nice play for the out.
Now batting.
Here's
CJ Crone, who is 0 for 3, stands in now. He looked dangerous against lefties, but we haven't seen a lefty today. Or he hasn't seen a lefty today. So we're trying to minimize damage. Slider, beautiful pitch from Givens there. Couldn't have asked for much more. And the game wants me to throw a fastball, so I would assume that would mean up and in, right? Right, game. Yeah, almost got him there. Okay, let's try it low and away now. Oh, that was a little...
1 and 2.
Not exactly where I wanted it, but in the vicinity. 1 and 2. Givens, fastball.
Did a good job
Fouls
of
it off.
shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
I hope this isn't one of those long at-bats that ends up in something
Now
good
another
for Crone.
1-2. Struck him out. Struck
That
him
is
out
exactly
again,
what it
I
is.
should say. His
Michael
third
Givens
punch
with
out
the
of the game.
fastball, excuse me.
Up next to the
Struck
outfield.
out looking.
The catcher.
Corey Lee stands in now. Again, not the best of hitters, but we'll see. Givens looks like his control is on point so far out of the bullpen. He's throwing a lot of strikes, which is a great thing. I love to see that. Changeup doesn't hit the zone. As soon as I say he's throwing strikes, he throws one out of the zone. But I don't mind it. 1-1, and the slider fouled off from Lee. Gonna try the slider again. And Corey Lee strikes out looking as well. And did I just strike out the side? I might have. I don't remember what the first hitter did. But they're gonna call upon their firearm, their closer, Roberto Osuna, who's 1 for 2 saves this year, or in the postseason. And it'll be Travis Jankowski. He'll be the first one to greet him. 1 for 4. Osuna has 4 pitches.
The center fielder.
4-seam slurve, changeup, and a cutter. First pitch, 4-seam fastball, 98-mile-an-hour fastball outside. It's 0-1, or it's 1-0. Excuse me. We're waiting until we have a strike. There's the strike. It's 1-1 now. So Jankowski, if you see something you like, buddy, try and gap one. That's all I ask. Trying to climb the ladder a little bit more, and it's 2-1. It's good hitters count here for Jankowski. And he pops it up. He pops it up. Out number 1. And this is starting to look bleak, but we still can't give up. Marcus Semien stands in now. And he's 1 for 3. Swinging at the first pitch, probably shouldn't have. It was an impulse. Wouldn't have mattered. It's strike 1 anyways. And it's 0-2 now. This is looking bleak. Come on. You got this, Marcus. It's a cutter, I think, low, and we don't swing at it. Slurve ball. That's a fast pitch. I mean, a fast slurve. 1-2. Protect mode. And it's a changeup that drops below the zone for ball 2. Come on, Marcus. You can do this, buddy. I believe in you. And I think that was another slurve. Yep. And another no swing on the check. So 0-2 to 3-2. You can do this, Marcus. I believe. Oh! I should not have swung at that.
Up next to the Orioles.
Mookie Betts, who's 0 for 3. He's due for a hit. We remember the last time he was due for a hit. He smacked one into the seats. Can he do it this time? It's a lot to ask against Roberto Osuna. It's 1-0. 1-0 to Mookie. Slurve ball doesn't even hit Corey Lee's glove, and it's
Hey,
2-0.
not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious power to the plate.
I
I'm
don't know if I
expecting
should
a
swing here.
big hack
If it looks
here.
good, I guess.
Now the pitch.
That was not a good pitch. I jumped because it was high.
Bases are empty here with 2 men.
This is a tough pitcher. 2-1.
And this is swung
That's a
on and
nasty
missed.
pitch.
So now
Had me
the
swinging on the
bases
inside
down
because I
to
thought it was a
strike
fastball.
tonight.
Turned out to be a cutter, and we're down to our final strike of the ball game.
Baltimore down to their final strike.
That
And
pitch
he
isn't
goes
even
off the
close.
base, off the plate and high,
And
3-2.
it's
A
3-2.
sold-out
Can't make the
crowd
same
of
mistake we made in the last at bat.
40,950 ready to lift off here in the Space City. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
Well, I mean, I'm speechless. Lose a game we really had until the later innings. I'll see you guys back in the menu.
Plenty of offense here in this one as we give you one final look at the line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did.
Wow.
He's our top player of the game.
Hell of a game.
Yeah, no time like the
Fans, our
postseason.
final line score
Matt Bowman,
tonight.
you
First
choke
for the
again.
victorious Astros.
So we hit 4 early homers. That's disappointing. So the first game goes to the Houston Astros. Stole a few of our signs and got the dub. In Thursday's episode, it'll be Josh James for the Astros against Carlos Rodon. Where did it go wrong? I don't think it was the hitting today. The hitting, Keibert again. Just looking at him, he's beautiful. My word. Really should have won that ball game. It is what it is. Pablo, buddy, you gotta improve. Same with you. Bowman. Terrible performance. Just a little speechless, guys. If you tuned in live, thanks a lot. It was one hell of a stream. If you didn't and you watched the highlights, well, holy cow, you already know the story. Thanks everyone for watching. Love you guys, and leave a like, subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.